Hi there, I'm Megan. I'm a history student at Hartford and I'm also the travel editor here at the Oxford Blues Lifestyle section. For this term, I wanted to do something a little different to try and beat some of that lockdown boredom and maybe share some of your creative spark with your friends. So I've decided to do a new series I'm calling Craft with Me. I wanted to start off with something that anyone can do. And the way to make sure anyone can do it is to make the ingredients for this craft really simple. So all you're going to need is some paper, a pair of scissors and a ruler, and we're going to be making something very Oxford appropriate. I thought, what do Oxford students spend all their time doing? And the answer, obviously, is reading books in the library all day. And so this week's inaugural craft are origami bookmarks. We're going to start out with this really simple one and move on to something a bit jazzier at the end with a little heart on it. I really like these bookmarks because they stay super flat on the page and they make it easy to carry around books in your Oxford satchel without having to have all these bulky bookmarks taking up space. So as you can see, you take your book, you take your little origami bookmark, and you just slip it straight on the corner there. Nothing has to stick out. Very handy. So I'm going to teach you how to do that. Let's get going. So I'm going to start off with just a square of plain lined paper. I like using lined paper for tutorials because you can check you're going right, because if your lines are going the same way as mine, then you know you're doing good. Origami is obviously a craft with a very beautiful and very detailed history and a lot of cultural significance, and you can buy beautiful authentic origami paper which will give you a much nicer finish. They're easy to work with and they come with gorgeous patterns, but this craft I find can actually also be really nice with just some normal coloured paper, or like I've used in the example one here, wrapping paper. This is just my leftover wrapping paper from Christmas, but because obviously it comes pre-printed with pretty patterns on it, it gives that nice polished finish, which is what we like to see. Okay, so we're going to start off. As I said, we're going for some, mostly pretty simple techniques in this tutorial. The first that we're going to start off with is just a diagonal fold right across your square of paper. Again, it's nice to have polished, perfect creases and edges to your bookmark, but it's not absolutely essential. So don't stress too much about it. Don't sit there spending ages trying to match up each bit of paper, because this will come out all right in the end. I generally recommend that the square of paper that you use will be about 10 to 15 centimetres across. Okay, so we've got that nice simple diagonal fold in both directions. The next thing we're going to do is to take this corner of the paper and fold it up to the centre line. Make a nice strong crease along there. Unfold and do the same on the other side. Next, we want to take the top triangle. Here you've got two sheets, but take both of those sheets and fold them again just down the centre line until they come to meet the bottom edge here, and give that a good crease. Make sure the crease there is nice and firm, because this is the centre line that your bookmark is going to get held together by. Okay, you want to unfold just the top piece of this triangle here so that you're left with this diamond shape in the centre. The next thing you want to do is to take this corner here and fold it up and into the pocket. So I'm hoping you can see clearly that between this back piece of paper and this centerpiece, we've got a little pocket. We fold the corner up and into there. When you lay it flat, you can create a nice firm crease to keep that corner in the pocket, and then just repeat that on the other side, into the pocket, there it goes, lay it down and crease. You can definitely leave this craft here. This will sit very happily on the corner of the book, but I personally think it's neater if you take the back piece and just fold it into there. There we go. And that is it. You've got a nice, neat bookmark. You can just slip the page of a book into there and it'll sit happily on the corner. And that is bookmark number 1. Number 2 is our heart bookmark. This one is slightly more complicated, but if you've mastered the first one, then I have no doubt you'll be fine with this one too. I'm going to start off again with just our nice square of paper. Again, for this one I've gone quite large, but I would recommend probably around 15 by 15 centimeters for this one, just because this is a little more fiddly, so you want a bit more space to work with. We're going to start off the same way as last time by popping in those diagonal creases across the square. So fold up one side, put the crease in, unfold, spin it around and do the same in the other direction. The next thing we're going to do is to put horizontal creases into the paper. First of all, you want to flip the whole thing over and then fold acrossways into rectangles, like so. Now, when you unfold the piece of paper, you should find that it will form a natural peak. That's what we want to see. Squeeze the paper in on all 4 sides so you get this sort of mountain shape, then pinch together and lay it down flat. Nice and easy, we've got a triangle. Now we're going to do the same as we did last time by bringing these corner pieces up to the centre line and put a nice firm crease in there. Repeat on the other side, bring the corner, just the top sheet, mind, not the whole thing, just the top sheet, into the centre and crease. And again, like last time, we take the top triangle, fold it all the way down the centre line until it comes to the bottom of the whole piece of paper and pop a crease into that. Unfold. Now the next part of this craft can get a little fiddly, so pay attention. You want to grab just the top sheet from the bottom there and bring it up to the top. This pointed corner that will pop right up, you want to bring to the centre line, and the same, the top corner here, bring down to the centre line of the whole thing. Once that's all lying there happily, you can pop a crease on the sides here to keep that all in place. So we've now got this shape with the rectangle on top and then the triangle coming out the bottom. Next thing you want to do is to take this rectangle that you formed and bring it down so that it's lying against the bottom line of the triangle. Then pick it up again and fold it upwards in half. So it should come here to the centre line of the whole piece and put a crease in there. Here again, we're going to start working slightly with these pocket bits. So take your right finger and push it into this space here. going to show you that slightly closer, into this space, and bring your left finger and push down. That should fold into a triangle here, and you can crease that in. Do the same on the other side. Bring your left finger, poke it into the little pocket, then push down on top until it comes to the center line, and you can crease it in. Now we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 squares in this central area here. On the bottom 2 squares, take the corner, the inside corner, so on this square you're taking your bottom right corner and pushing it up, crease it down there. On this corner you want the bottom left, fold it up into a triangle there. There are 2 options at this point. Either you can unfold this whole thing and have a nice pointy heart shape, which I do think is really cute. But the other option, if you stay at this stage, just take these bottom corners and fold them up there. And repeat that on the other side. And when you unfold the whole thing, you'll have this slightly more rounded shape at the top of your heart. Both work easily, very sturdily, and you can just pop your book page into that. Alright, that is all for today's first ever episode of the Oxford Blues Craft With Me video series. Thank you so much for joining us, and I hope that you learned something fun and new. Next time we're going to be making little historically inspired friendship bracelets, maybe as a little Valentine's gift for a friend. Really hope to see you then, and thank you so much for watching. Okay, bye!